All right, so I loosened up these nuts here. They hold on the shock. And I took off the shock tower earlier, and so now this will just come right out. And this is the shock. It's pretty dead. It should spring out. Oy. It should spring up all by itself. When I push it down, it does nothing. So this is completely shot. So it's going in the trash. Alright, so now what I gotta do is I gotta take these. These are the compressors. I gotta reach this up in here, get it hooked. Well, I'll show you right here. I gotta get it hooked on one of these, like this. But higher up, because you gotta compress it quite a bit to get it to come off. So that's pretty high. High as I can get. Open this up a little bit. There we go. Tighten that up. All right. Now, got to use a socket. Well, you see, it would be nice if that socket would go on there, but it's not going to. So I'm going to have to do this. I'm going to have to put this wrench on and turn it little by little. Now, if this one gets on over here, I might be able to get the socket on this one because there's a little extra space over here than there is over here. All right. Okay, so I got them on. I moved this one up on another coil so that I could get the wrench on, because it was going to be a pain to keep putting this on. So this way I can ratchet it. Now, you normally wouldn't use it as an extension, but it's too big, right? Well, I can get it on, but it was too big until I started tightening it. It's kind of a pain to get on and off. So you can see, so what I did, since this is skinnier, now it fits right on, because this fits nicely against that. So give it about 5 or 6 turns, and I go to this one. You can see how easy it is to turn that one. And so what's happening is this is squeezing down. Now I'll go back to the other side. And I just keep doing this, and what's going to happen is this is getting compressed and it's going to be loose eventually. See, I can see it moving already. This isn't exactly the right spring compressor for this, but you can see it spinning in there. I made one for my 55. I can't find it. I had these from a long time ago, so I thought I'd give it a try, and they're working. Alright, so you can see it's loose in here. And then if I take this perch off, it should all come right off. But I'm going to keep going a little bit. I'm going to check on the top. You see, they're kind of on an angle. And if the tops were too close to each other, then you're only pulling it and it will kind of bend the whole thing. But they're still nice and spaced apart nicely up there. Unfortunately, it keeps spinning. I hate holding on to it. This thing lets go. There's a lot of energy stored in this spring. It's got to hold up the engine and the transmission. The engine's about 450 pounds, and the transmission's about 150, I think. So it's about 600 pounds that these springs got to hold. All right. Okay, I found the right socket. So sometimes you just gotta feel for stuff. It's up under there. I broke these for you earlier. So again, this is a perch that this spring sits on, and it pivots back and forth. I'll show you when it comes off. All right, so I got it off. Well, the nuts from underneath, but you can see they're still there. I'm gonna have to kind of pop this free. I'll use my breaker bar. I actually used the breaker bar on this one because you get so much more leverage, and it was kind of rusted still. So let's see if that's coming free. Not quite. Let me get a different tool. A little bit better. Crowbar. There we go. It's like I might have to press this spring a little more. I think this one just isn't breaking free yet. There we go. So it rested on here, and this whole thing pivots. Looks like it's still in pretty good shape. You can put grease in it right there, which is nice. Some of the new ones, if you buy this new, you might not even get that. All right, so that goes there. This comes down. That goes on the top. So this is under a lot of pressure. I gotta release all this now. This is dangerous. Can't leave it like this. Boy. And then this is called the upper control arm that we're seeing here. Those bushings, you can hear them creaking. They're rubber, pretty worn out. So that's what happens to your car when you're driving down the road. It goes up and down. That spring would like soak all that up. And then the shock would be there too for some little bumps. So anyways, that's that. I got to take this off, hit it with the pickle fork. This will pop off. This lower control arm will come off. It'll be separated from the upper control arm. There's 2 bolts here that have to come out. I get those from the inside of the engine compartment. All this will come off. But I don't want to do that yet because I want it on the wheel. I want to put the wheel back on so it will roll around. And then I'm going to unbolt all these here and take this whole thing off and then see if this is rusted or not on the firewall. And that's it. All right, so I got the tire back on. Cleaned up. I like to clean up where you're not rolling around in a bunch of dirt and rust. So I took the spring out, right? So otherwise this would just sag. So I put a board in here, and it's just temporary. And that's what I got going on right now. Take stuff apart, clean it up, paint it, find out what's broken or bad, replace it, put it all back together. All right, that's it.